For our younger students especially, Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day is a perfect example of what could be considered an authentically terrible day. After one bad incident after another, Alexander declares he is moving to Australia. At the end of the day, though, his mom tells him that some days are just bad days, even if he was in Australia. Judith Viewers was born on February 2nd, 1931. She's an American author, and she graduated from Rutgers University in 1952. She was also the recipient in 2011 of the Foremother Award, which recognizes women for their lifetime achievements and for expanding women's horizons and improving their communities. Judith Viors has written many children's books, including many other Alexander stories that all tie into issues children can relate to, such as moving. She also has written other children's picture books, such as Earrings, and children's poems, such as Mother Doesn't Want a Dog. This is a high-quality text because readers care about Alexander and what happens to him. We can all empathize with what it's like to have a bad day. It also stretches children's thinking. What was it about Alexander's day that made it so terrible? What could have made it better? Also, there's a potential lesson to be learned here, and it is presented as an idea rather than a theme that's preached. And that is that sometimes we all have bad days and it is okay. This could lead to an important discussion. What do you do when you have a bad day? Or what should you do when you're having a bad day? Now, there are some challenges that this book presents for readers, particularly in terms of sentence structure and length. There are many compound and run-on sentences. For example, right here on the first page, I went to sleep with gum in my mouth and now there's gum in my hair, and when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on a skateboard by mistake. I dropped my sweater in the sink while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Also, there are some uncommon words in this text that could present a challenge, especially to our beginning readers, early readers. For example, right on the next page, at breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray card kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. So again, students are encountering words that they may not have encountered before, which could present a challenge. While this text does present a lot of interesting challenges, it also has a lot of good supports for readers. For example, the pictures are very descriptive and will help students with decoding the text. For example, right here, where it talks about the gum in his hair and the skateboard, students can really cue into these descriptive pictures to help them with decoding. Also, this story contains an issue that all students can relate to, because we've all had bad days. All students have had bad days. And since they can relate to the issue, it will be a high interest level text. Therefore, I would highly recommend this story, particularly for younger students, but it's a message that can ring true for all ages.